Hi, welcome to this third iteration of this three-part tutorial series about creating your own 3D game inside Unity. Alright, so to get started we need Unity 5.1.1. I'm using at the moment. I'm going to press create new project. I don't know, 3, just give it a name, make sure 3D is selected, and we'll have some asset packages used, cameras, characters, environment, and that's it. So press done, create project, and when this is done I'll be back. Alright, here we go. I've got my window layout just like I had last time. I'm going to change it back to the default. So this is more what you will be seeing if you start Unity for the first time. I'll be using a different window layout. Press here and 2 by 3. That works very well as well. So I'm going to use that now for this iteration of the video. So what are we going to do? We are going to build a flat landscape with hills and on top of it, and we're gonna draw trees in there, and we're gonna make it very dark so that you can then walk through your own game. It resembles Slender, and you'll have only the flashlight, and you'll be walking around your self-made exterior. Right, let's start by going to game object, and let's put a 3D object in there and click terrain. So this terrain, we're gonna scale it a bit. Let's put 5, tab 5, tab 5. So scale, the Z doesn't really do anything, but that's okay because it is a flat surface. And if you zoom out, just double click it, you'll get it in the center here. And let's go to the terrain creation assets, because I've selected terrain here, and I can press the first tool, so raise, lower, terrain. So let's get a brush. This is the brush you can use, and as you can see, you can draw on the material here, on the terrain, to make it bigger. And you can also use a different brush. I take a bigger brush here, and I've got bigger hills in the middle. Right. And what I also want to do is this one here, paint height. It says hold shift to sample target height. So if I only want to go to this height, shift, and if I now press this, it will not be, you can make plateaus the same height as where this blue area is. So just try it, and then you'll understand how this works, because this mode here, you can just, let me decrease the size a bit, you can just add and add and add to it, so it becomes very big. But this one here, you can set the target height where you want it to be, so and that way you can create plateaus. Alright, smooth height, that's also nice. Make a bigger area here. If I made a mistake here, remember you can zoom in and out with the middle mouse button. If I just flatten this, I can flatten the area I just created. So that's what this smooth height is for. Okay, let's paint some textures. Oh no, first let's get some trees in there. Okay, I click this tree icon here, place trees. Let's edit trees. Click edit trees, add a tree. And now it asks me for a tree prefab. I don't have one, but I'm gonna click this circle here, and I'm gonna get a conifer. Just double click it and then add. So now I've got my tree in this list here, and if I want to add trees, I can just left click and drag. So it needs to calculate where it needs to put it. So on my machine it's very busy. I can add areas of green like that. I can also add a different tree, edit tree. Let's get the broadloaf tree in there as well. Add. There we have it. I can just select it, and now I have a different kind of tree. So I can just put it there. Okay, those are the trees. Let's get to this one. Terrain, paint, details. Alright, so I press this button here, and now I have to press edit details. And let's get a grass texture in there. Press this circle here, and let's try the grass. Here, grass front. Just type in grass, and then you get the first one here. Double click it and then press add. Now all is well, I can paint. Here we go. I can paint with the grass texture. I can paint. Yeah, it has a fall off. Let's see. So yes. Okay, so that's how you can. Yeah, I'm just gonna get myself a spot here. Lush green grass. Let me just get the right mouse button and then fly through this cavern here. As you can see, it starts to render. Remember, E is go up, and I'm still having my right mouse button pressed. I can look around, because this, I want this to be my really nice grassy area. There we go. Here as well around the trees, because this, I want this to be my spawn spot, so it's at this area here. I'm also going to do something special, because I want to have my character and on this spot. I'm gonna teach you a nice little trick I know to get this going. Let me get, yeah, now I have more space available here. Standard assets. We go to characters, first person character, prefabs, double click it to open it, and then we got first person controller here. Bam. Alright, so now it's underneath, so I have to press the W to get it out of the, see how in the game view, how we're underneath the plane. I want to have it there. Alright, if I now press play, you'll see we're running through the grass and the trees, and we can bump into the trees and stuff like that, but we cannot go up this plateau. So, but that's also according to reality, right? So press play again to get out of this mode, because I want to do something different again. I think I told you everything I know about this terrain creation stuff. I know a neat little trick I want to share with you, and that's you've got the camera, the first person controller. You can see where it is. It's here, and it looks that direction towards the mountains there. Suppose I want to have it here, where I in the scene view. I want to move this first person controller to the scene view where I am at that particular moment. So if I want to do that, I have to go to game object. So I select the scene, and then select the first person FPS controller, the object I want to move. Go to game object, and then align with view. Bam. So if I now zoom out, you see that this object has now moved and orientated itself so that it looks in the direction I was just looking at inside the scene view. This is a very handy thing to place your objects and components in there. Alright, so let's do something else as well. We need to get some light in there. So I press the right click the FPS controller and I get a light, a spotlight. There we go. The spotlight default is very small. I need to change the properties. So I selected the spotlight here. Selected the spotlight. I'm gonna give it a range of 200. Yes. And I'm gonna give it an intensity of 3. Okay. And I'm gonna give it a let's see how that works. If I press play, so now is the light, but it's not. Yeah, we have to tilt it a bit. Let's press the spotlight and press R, or I mean E, and use the red arrow to just slightly tilt it down like that. So now it points to the ground. Oh, okay, that's funny. That's not the way I wanted to. So I can also go back, Control Z. If I change something inside Unity, I can press Control Z and then it'll undo the action I just did. So let's zoom. What? Let's go to the first person character. Double click on it. FPS controller. It's there. Okay, this is a bit strange. I don't know why this happens. Very strange. Let's remove the main camera here. Delete. Because there's only one camera now that's inside this first person character. So the other camera that was there, you can just delete it. The directional light, you can also delete it. And then you can see there's less light available for the whole scene. Double click. Nah, that's really strange. I don't know why it does that, but anyway, we'll just continue. Let's see if this works. We've got our light. Okay, so we're almost there. Let's get, because it's still too much light inside the scene, I'm going to change that. So I'm going to go to Window, and then I'm going to go to Scene. So now it should open. I mean, no, that's not good. I have to go to, where is my lighting? That's it. I just missed it. Alright, Window, Lighting, and then Scene, and the skybox ambient source. Let's put the ambient intensity to 0, and the reflection intensity, also put that to 0. And once we've done that, we can go to the first person character, choose skybox, and then click the background. It's slightly blue, just put it all the way down here in the corner. So now it's black and black. Let's put it to solid color, and now press play. And if all is well, you should see a very dark scene. So now you can create your own. Yeah, what you could do is make holes inside this scene here, and you can walk around inside your own little world you just modeled, with trees and grass and hills and everything you need just inside Unity. And this is one of the powerful things for when you use Unity. It makes it very easy to create this stuff. Just a few clicks, you've got a whole world you can play around with. So I'm going to tell you one more thing about exporting. Oh no, that's not what I want. I need to go to File and then Build Settings. I need to tell you something about the way this works with PC, Mac or Linux. If you want to build for your machine and then give this executable of your game to someone else, you need to first click here your platform, PC, Mac or Linux. That's okay. Now it's set to Windows x86. That's also okay for now. It's 32-bit application. You need to press Add Current. That means the current scene. First it tells me to save the scene. I'm going to do that. So I don't know, scene 1. And then add current scene 1. And now it adds to this build, and I can press build and run. So I'm going to do that right now. Let's see how long that takes. Oh, then it will ask me for the name. Project 3 executable 1. That's Dutch, by the way. Opslaan. That means save. So now it's building the application, and it will run it outside of the Unity editor. So you've got your whole game. It will run, if all is well, inside my Windows machine. And if you just want to have somebody else experience your game, you can just give them the executable. Unity will build. But now we have to wait for this to finish. Alright, if all is well, you get this Project 3 configuration. I'll just put it on the resolution that I'm at, recording it 1920. Yeah, just put it at that and then play. Made with Unity, Personal Edition, that's what you get. It's free, but you get this little thing at the start. So here we walk through the game as a separate executable. So if you just give this to someone else, they will also be able to play it inside a Windows machine. So let's run to our grass, and here we have it. So you can even texture the hills to get to give it a stony look, but it serves the purpose of showing how easy it is to build stuff like this inside Unity. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed this third iteration of this 3-part tutorial series about creating 3D games inside Unity.